the one thing you've always called curiosity was actually just a really sophisticated way of avoiding being found out. I've noticed something quite interesting about the way a specific type of brain consumes knowledge. We don't learn linearly. We extract, we dive into a topic and we go and we pull out what we need to satisfy the loop that we feel like we need to complete. And then we stop. It's not about just being lazy or not wanting to go further into the topic or I can't be bothered. It's because our brains signal completion before the topic is finished. And then comes the guilt. When you are aware, acutely and uncomfortably so, that you have not gone far enough to be considered like genuinely knowledgeable. You haven't finished the book, you haven't completed the course, the 6th course you've bought, let's be honest. You've taken what you've needed and you've moved on. And in the back of your mind, really quietly, that tries to convince you that you're a fraud. So what do? Well, of course, you start something new. Another deep dive. Another area where you can feel the dopamine of early acquisition. I have built an entire identity around learning. I've researched business ideas that I've never launched. They've not even got close to launch. Started courses and then absolutely abandoned them before I've got anywhere near to the end. I've always told myself that means that I'm just a bit shit. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out whether learning was actually the point behind it, or whether that learning was a little bit of a hiding place. This is not about depth of knowledge. Having areas of expertise that you can explore right to the edges of your capability, and then moving on from them, does not disqualify you from anything. And the guilt I'm describing is not rational, and that's the point. It's something that I'm still working on. But if I'm being completely honest, there's always a current of something else just running underneath. A version of me that needed another framework. Need to research one more thing before I can do that. Because otherwise I might have to say, okay, I'm enough now. Now I've got to face it. Learning is something that we can control. There's a difference between compulsive learning and intentional learning. Compulsive learning kind of asks, how much more do I need to know? What do I need to know before I'm ready? And intentional learning says, what do I need to know to do the thing that I'm ready to do? One of them is growth, and the other one is hiding behind the language of growth. So if you go on that same journey, I would like to gently suggest to you that you already know enough. Ask yourself, am I learning in order to do something? Or am I learning to feel like I'm ready to do something?